Hello students, in this lecture I will tell you about uninterrupted power supply, that is UPS, which is in unit 6 of Industrial Electronics 2 of your course. What is a UPS, or how can we define a UPS system? An uninterrupted power supply, you can see here, it is written here, an uninterrupted power supply is an electrical apparatus. Keep in mind, electrical apparatus which provides power to the critical load. Specifically means only when the main AC power supply accidentally fails or cuts off. Why? Because in order to protect the connected loads or hardware, like for example we can say it may be desktop computers, telecommunication systems or equipments, continuous process industries, where the continuous supply of power is very much required to keep the loads working. Now these loads are called critical loads. Why? It is because such loads cannot be turned off suddenly or even cannot be stopped even for a small period of time. Whatever happens, the loads are to be kept on. Okay? Now, how we can classify UPS? That is, what are the different types of UPS? We can classify UPS depending on its operation or utility. UPS can be classified mainly into two types or broadly into two types. Number 1, offline UPS, and number 2, online UPS. Now, you must know what are the main elements or blocks of an UPS system. They are, you can see here, they are rectifier circuit, battery bank, inverter, static switches, filter, that is filter circuit, automatic voltage regulator, in short we call it AVR. AVR is used specifically for voltage conditioning to keep the voltage constant, frequency constant. This is the block diagram of an offline UPS system. That is the first one. You see here that the circuit is consisted of different blocks or elements. As I already told you, a rectifier converts. See from the leftmost part. That is this one. This is the rectifier circuit. And a rectifier converts input AC power into DC power, and this DC power or voltage helps to charge up the battery. This is the battery bank. What is a battery bank? A battery bank is a number of batteries connected together in order to increase the overall voltage rating of the battery. Then you can see the inverter block. The inverter then converts the DC power into AC power. Obviously, here the load, that is, it is the critical load. This load is obviously an AC load. That is, this type of loads are to be fed by AC voltage. Now, you can see here two different static switches. You can see here two different static switches. This is one static switch. This is another static switch. This is actually the main static switch, and this is actually the UPS static switch. Main static switch is a normally on type switch. You can see here, normally on type switch, and the UPS static switch is a normally off type switch. Keep all these points in your mind and try to write down on your copy. Now, basically, offline UPS is a line preferred UPS. The main static switch connects the AC mains directly to the load. When the AC main supply is present or on, the battery charger used in this circuit is stabilized, that is constant. It gives constant voltage which maintains battery voltage on float at fully charged condition and also provides a stabilized power to the inverter circuit. The UPS static switch is off. You can see here the UPS static switch is normally off. Initially it is off. It is turned on or closed only when, keep in mind, only when the AC main power fails or accidentally cuts off. The static switch disconnects the AC main supply from the load and connects the load to the UPS output. The battery supplies power to the load. You can see here the battery supplies power. This battery supplies power to the load through this UPS system. It is actually the UPS system. Okay. Now the total time taken by the system to sense, that is to detect if there is any power failure or not. So the total time taken by the system to sense the power failure and to make a changeover from mains to the UPS, because initially this load was served by the AC main power supply through this path. So whenever this AC main supply cuts off, the UPS system has to sense it, and the changeover time taken by this UPS system so that this system will start to work, this time taken is actually 1/4 of a cycle. Actually, we know for the AC main line voltage, the frequency is 50 Hz. So obviously the time period is 20 millisecond. So 1/4 of a cycle means 20 by 4, that is 5 millisecond. The backup time of the UPS depends on the ampere hour capacity of the battery bank. Now, I have already told you about the working of an offline UPS. These are the major or important points about the working of offline UPS. You can note down on your copy. The first point is that in this configuration of UPS, the inverter is normally off. The critical load is served or fed by the AC main supply through the normally on static switch. That is the main static switch. The second point is that if the AC main supply accidentally cuts off, that is fails, then the normally off UPS static switch is turned on and it connects the load to the battery bank through the inverter. When the main supply is restored, that when the main supply will again comes into action, will come back, the inverter stops to work and the load is fed by the AC main supply. The total time taken by the system, as I already told you, to sense the power failure and to change over from the mains to the UPS system is 1/4 of a cycle, that is 1/4 of 20 millisecond, that is 5 millisecond. The backup time of this offline UPS depends upon the ampere hour capacity of the battery bank. That is, what type of battery bank we are using. Generally, for offline configuration, automatic voltage regulator is not used. That will be mainly used for online UPS system. This is the block diagram of an online UPS system. You can see the diagram is almost same to that of the offline UPS system, but there is one basic difference. Here you can see the main static switch is normally off, which was normally on in case of offline UPS, and the UPS static switch here is normally on, which was normally off for offline UPS. This is the main difference, basic difference, and maybe the only one difference according to the circuit arrangement. Now, in this circuit, initially the UPS static switch is on and the critical load is fed or served by the AC mains through the rectifier and inverter circuit. So in this case, the inverter is always on, and whenever the AC mains fails, then the battery bank will come into action and will supply power to the load. Now, in case when there will be any fault in the inverter, then if the AC main is present or not, the battery or the AC supply will not be able to feed the critical load. So in that case, the main static switch will be turned on if the AC mains is present, and this AC main will supply power to the load. So this is one of the drawbacks of online UPS also, that the inverter has to be always on, because it is actually inverter preferred UPS, whereas offline UPS system was line preferred UPS. You should draw this block diagram on your copy, that is this diagram also, and also the diagram of the offline UPS. Let us now jot down some important points on the working of online UPS. The first point is that in this configuration, the critical load is always fed by the inverter. So the rectifier and the inverter are always on. The rectifier helps the battery bank to charge. Number 2, initially the load is fed from the AC main supply through the normally on UPS static switch. If the AC power supply accidentally cuts off, then the battery bank will feed the load through the inverter. However, if the inverter becomes faulty, then the load is fed directly by the AC mains by turning off the UPS static switch and by turning on the main static switch. If necessary, the automatic voltage regulator AVR are also, or we can use it, can also be used to get conditioned output voltage, so that we get a constant frequency or constant voltage, that is a more or less distortion free voltage, conditioned voltage. Now we can define, or we can describe the operation of online UPS working of an online UPS in 3 different modes. The first mode is normal mode. What is this normal mode? When the AC main supply is available and the main supply feeds the load through the rectifier inverter combination. The output of the rectifier keeps the battery in charged condition. So it is the normal mode. The second mode is the outage mode, that is when the AC input main supply is not available, that is accidentally cuts off. The battery bank, that is in this mode, the battery bank feeds the critical load through the inverter. However, every UPS has a maximum time limit for which this mode can last. If the outage time exceeds this maximum time limit, the UPS will automatically shut down. Number 3 is the bypass mode. This mode exists during the overload condition, keep in mind, or when a fault develops in the inverter. That is, for example, if the inverter will be faulty. In the UPS system, one of the main parts is the inverter. So if the inverter or the rectifier becomes faulty, then this mode will start to operate. The normally off bypass switch is turned on. We can use the switch, that is the bypass switch will be turned on, that is a main static switch, and the load is fed directly from the main supply. Okay, I have already told you about this, that is when the inverter will be faulty or the rectifier will be faulty, then the UPS part will not be able to operate. Then in that case we have to use the main static switch, and in that case the AC main supply will feed the critical load directly.